What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, I enjoyed this episode for the most part because Liso and Anna scenes had me dying. Those scenes were hilarious. I think Lisa was singing the German national anthem or the Swiss national, one of those. She was singing the national anthem. And Anna started interrupting her. She said, it's very rude to interrupt the anthem. I'm like, Lisa, go sit down. The way she had that axe in her hand and she raised it up, that was hilarious. I said, Lisa, what is you doing? I swear to God. Kathleen Gaddy is a national treasure. I love her portrayal as Obrecht. I love it. I think I said her name right, Kathleen. I think it is. But listen, she is the perfect Obrecht. I could not think of another actress in this role. Her comedic timing is perfect. Her dramatic, like the way she portrays it is perfect. When she needs to be serious and her comedic timing is perfect. Like she just makes it that much better. Like she makes her scenes 10 times better. I love her. And especially like she shines in a scene with anybody. Like it does not matter who Obrecht is in a scene with, she shines. Like my goodness, I love it. But I did love the scene between her and Anna. Like she really shocked me because she called Anna there to try to mend fences with her, and try to, make peace. And it was, to me, I felt like it was such a real conversation because Anna was like, listen, me and you, with our history, we ain't never gonna be friends. Like Anna was honest with her. She was as real as she could get. She was like, listen, with our past, I don't think we could be friends, especially after the whole Robin debacle and stuff, after what she felt Obrecht did to Robin. But Obrecht tried to blame all that on Faison. She was like, no, don't put that on me. But I loved it. It was just a real, genuine conversation. And I respected Anna's position on it. Because she was like, listen, we're never going to be friends. We're never going to be besties. We're never going to do none of that. But she was like, I'm willing to let the past be the past. I love that. She was like, we're not going to try to kill each other in the future. I love that scene because you know what? Obrecht, she wants friends. She just wants to be a different person. She's not the same Obrecht that came on the show. Lord knows. She done changed tremendously. Because when she first came on the show, Obrecht was cold-blooded. She ain't have a fun bone in her body. Like, that woman was just no nonsense. But she mellowed so much throughout the years and changed. They humanized her. And I love it. And she was telling Anna, oh, let's go get a drink. And Anna was like, don't push it. She said, don't push it. I love it because they came to an understanding. Like, yeah, we're never going to be friends, but we don't have to hate each other either. We're not friends, but we're not enemies. I love that. Oh, you know what y'all got to get? This right here. I love this. This honeysuckle. This is this smells amazing. Honeysuckle Febreze. I love it. That shit smell good. But yeah, I love it though. Them being like cool and cordial with each other, I was here for it. I was so here for those scenes. I said, you know what? I like this. Because I'm pretty sure Obrecht and Anna, they're going to do battle with each other in the future. Like, they're going to be on opposite sides probably in the future, button heads. So I think it's good that they're keeping their relationship the way it is, cordial, whatever. Like, we're not going to snark at each other every time we see each other. I like that, I really do. So anyway, moving on from that. I am so happy that Portia is not naive when it comes to Jordan. I am super happy. I was like, please don't be stupid. And she wasn't. Because, Curtis was catching Jordan up on, stuff that's been going on in Port Charles and all that hoopla. And, her and Portia were cordial with each other and stuff like that. And Portia made it clear to Curtis that she felt Jordan still wants him. Like, Jordan is still in love with him. But Curtis was brushing it to the side like, nah, she moved on. I'm moving on with you. We're moving in together. Jordan was not happy. Jordan was not pleased when she heard that they were moving in together. You could see the look on her face. Like, she wasn't all that thrilled. Because you got to remember, Jordan never wanted this divorce. Curtis wanted it, not Jordan. Like, Portia is not being stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to come to a head at some point. Because, like I said, Jordan didn't want this. Curtis did. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to go down. And you got to remember, Portia still got this secret, about Trina and her paternity. Um, who's to say Jordan won't be a little vindictive and try to use that to her advantage? I don't know. I really hope that they're moving in a new direction with this new Jordan. I really hope so. Like they're not playing her as the old one, because I would be disappointed with that. So anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of, we still have the issue of the divorce between Jordan and Curtis, because Cameron, he bumped into Stella at the hospital and he apologized to her about throwing the envelope away. She still couldn't remember because of the stroke or what he was talking about. And she was like, well, what did you do with the envelope? He said, I threw it away. She was like, oh, don't worry about it. Because her memory is so fuzzy about it. She can't remember what documents were in them. That's going to come into play. Because my thing is, it's been months since that happened. So usually when you get divorced, they send you a final decree. You get your final decree in the mail or however that go, and a judge signs off on your divorce. They never got their final divorce decree, so I don't know why Curtis would think that him and Jordan are legally divorced. You never got anything in the mail. And Jordan wasn't too happy to hear also from TJ that Curtis's father was in town. She was surprised to hear that from TJ and not from Curtis. So she definitely still feeling Curtis. I wonder how Portia gonna take it when she find out that Curtis is still legally married. Like, will Curtis go through with the divorce? Like, he has to refile the papers and stuff like that. I don't know. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I know it's gonna be some drama, and I'm here for it. I am so here for the drama. So anyway, moving on from that. So I guess we can scratch Betsy Frank off of our suspect list. She's officially scratched off. Cause she came there to talk to Liz about something or whatever, and Dante and Sam showed up. She got a little startled when they showed up. So Dante, he pretty much handled it with kid gloves with her because he was nice to Betsy. Um, he knew how to talk to her, and she pretty much admitted that there was no way she could be the one tormenting Elizabeth, because when she got put on that hold, she said that she's been in a clinic under 24-hour surveillance since Thanksgiving. So Dante called him up and made a check on it, and he was like, yeah, she's telling the truth. She just got out of the clinic before she came to Port Charles. So they were like, there's no way in the world she did that. Because she claimed that Franco's death was just so hard on her and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, I want to scratch her off my list. I don't believe it could be Betsy. I don't think so. Because usually the first person that they think of that's a little nut job usually is a red herring. So I don't think it's her. So I think I could officially scratch her off. I think I can. So after she left or whatever, Liz found a sketch of Franco that Jake apparently drew. So now we're coming back to Jake. Because Elizabeth's kids are still on the suspect list. I don't think it's Cameron. I don't think it's Aiden. Jake is still on the suspect list for me. Because the way he was acting yesterday in that little sketch today, he on the suspect list. Definitely. I am keeping him on my suspect list. But it's going to get found out what happened. Like, it's going to get found out who's behind this. Do I think Heather Weber could be a part of it? She's still on the list. Liz is still on the list because she could have some type of mental issue, so she's still on that list. Jake is on that list. And since Betsy is scratched off, Jake just moved up to number 2 on the list. I gotta put him as number 2. He got to be up there. He has to be on the list. Somebody doing this, and it's starting to look like Jake may have a hand in this one. Hopefully they figure it out. So anyway, moving on from that, Nina. Nina. If you look up delusional in the dictionary, You would just see a big ass photo of Nina up there. I'm telling you, this chick knows no bounds. Like she just amazes me. And I am so fucking happy that Brit, of all people, put her in her place. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Because Nina really, she goes to people. Nina's looking for an ally at this point against Carly. That's what she's looking for. So of course, the next person, the next best person as an ally would be Britt because of the whole Jason mess. And that's what she was hoping for. She was hoping Britt would have been on her side, but I loved how Britt was not on her side. Like Britt let her know. She said, "Listen, we're family. I got your back. But I'm gonna call you out right now." She said, "I'm gonna call you out on your shit." And I loved it. Because Nina takes no accountability for nothing. She takes no responsibility. She's blaming Carly and Sonny for their marriage breaking up. She's basically took herself out the equation and said, "Oh, I had nothing to do with their marriage breaking up." What? Who the hell told you to go to the Hornet Star that night? She overheard. Well, Obrecht told her, "Hey, Sonny's at the Hornet Star by himself." Nobody forced you to go there. You had no reason to go there. You went there because you want to know why? She got the results that she wanted. She knew what was going to happen if she went there by herself at a Hornet Star with staterooms and beds in them. Come on, you knew what was going to go down. She knew. She had no reason to go there. And she still won't take accountability for nothing. So I'm glad Britt was like, "Listen, own it. You went there with ulterior motives. You inserted yourself into these people's marriage because Nina doesn't want to keep being labeled a homewrecker. Technically, you are. You should have stayed the hell away from them people like you claimed you were going to do." Every day she kept telling anybody that would listen, "I'm going to stay away. I'm going to stay away. I'm going to stay away." Did you stay away? No. Don't get me wrong. Sonny played a huge part in this too because I can't fully blame Nina for everything now. Sonny played a part in his divorce too. Yes, he did. He was responsible too because ain't nobody tell him to call her or lean on her. So they're both responsible for it. But Nina needs to take some ownership here. And now she's saying here talking about, "Oh, I got to fight for my rights to see Wiley." She's blaming Carly for that too. She thinks Carly has something to do with the fact that she can't see Wiley. Carly has nothing to do with that. Wiley is not her child. Willow is the one making that decision. Willow and Michael. Pretty much Willow on this one. Willow doesn't want her around. It's not Carly. Like, you can't blame Carly for everything. Damn, do you blame her for the sun coming up too? Like, it ain't her fault. You're the one doing this. And that's what Britt is trying to make her realize. She was like, "You need to think on this filing a lawsuit or visitation rights." She was like, "You need to think." She said, "Do you really want to start a war?" Because you got to, pretty much Britt was trying to tell her weigh the pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? You go to war, you might get a small victory, but is the gain really worth all the losses that you can incur? Because you're going to lose something. And I do agree. Like, she needs to weigh the pros and the cons of going to court on this one. And if she still weighs them and chooses to go to court, then that's on her. But I'm like, you really better think on this. You really better. And you could tell Nina was giving Britt all the answers, all the correct responses. But by her facial expression, she wasn't happy with the stuff Britt was telling her. Same way when Phyllis laid into her one time and told her the truth about herself. She was not happy with what Phyllis was saying. She wasn't, because she wants people to tell her what she wants to hear. That's all it is. And she's not getting that. So that's what's pissing her off. Because they're not telling her, "Oh, go for Sonny. Oh, fight for this. Oh," no. These people ain't about to tell you to break up a home. They're not about to tell you to do that. And that's what she always get mad about, because she's not getting what she want. Too bad. You know what I'm saying? People they're giving you, you don't get what you want. You get what you need. That's the difference. Want and need are two different things. And she needed to hear what Britt was telling her. And I'm glad, and I hope she hears it, but judging by her facial expressions, she don't hear a damn thing. She don't hear nothing Britt saying. She hear it, but she not listening. And that's the problem. So it's on Nina at this point. You want to start a war? Go ahead and start a war. Be prepared to lose, though. And lose big, because you could lose big. There's a chance she could win, but you could lose, too, in the same breath. So you might want to be careful opening up those can of worms. So anyway, moving on from that, Maxie and Austin are basically trying to make sense of their relationship. Like, she kissed him or whatever, and, they're just trying to make sense of, of what's going on between them and what's next for them. Um, I think they should take it slow, maybe go out on a date, and that's pretty much what Austin was trying to tell her. He was like, I didn't want to rush you. He was like, I didn't want to rush you into any type of real relationship or nothing. I think they should. I think they should take it slow. Like I said before, after everything Maxie done been through with men, and she got 3 small kids, and she's a part of a company that's about to go public, she has a lot on her plate right now. So I think her and Austin definitely should take it slow and see where it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't rush nothing. Don't be like, oh, I love you. No. Go on a date or two. Take it slow. Don't label yourself and be like, oh, we're boyfriend, girlfriend. You ain't got to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it slow. But I'm glad, Maxie is back. She got all her kids and, she's getting her happy back. That's what's most important. And for the time being, she don't have to worry about Peter. So that's always a plus. You know what I mean? Like, get your happy back because that's important. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. And I will see you all later. Peace.